Welcome back to the Upper Echelon Podcast, where we keep it real and we keep it jiggy over here. Why? Because we ain't never ever scared. Hit the like button on your way in. Also, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of any time that I live stream in the future or anytime that I post content. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel if you are not already. I turned on subscriber mode only in my chat today. And I think moving forward, I'm going to continue to do subscribers only chats, because why do I want people in here commenting that are not subscribed, right? Hold on one second. Thank you, Robin Lodge, for that super sticker. That super chat. Good afternoon. Let's see who's all in here so far. Hey, Miss Ashley, me, us, Miss Green Eyes, Capricorn 88, Stephanie Landry, Cheryl Wagner, Miss Lady, Doris Downton, Rolanda Jones, Lativia, Nana Karen, TT, Patricia Jefferson, Gemini Rising, Miss C2U, K Renee, Erica Robinson, Michelle Holmes, Kay Monet, Renee Vaughn, Black Widow, Latay Eminem, Blessed Beyond Measures, Gigi. Hey, Rich, what's going on, sis? Hey, Kayla. Hey, Brown Sugar, Treasure Life, Erica, Danielle, Fixing My Crown, Child of God. Oh, it's a lot of y'all in here. Hey, Miss Mia, Jackie Hudson, Miss Loretta. Hey, Tabby, Marlena, Sweetly Favored, Miss Witty, Pammy Pooh, Honeybee Marie, Latrice. Okay, so I think I got everybody. So let's get into the topic, y'all. How many of y'all was in 2K's chat last night? How many of you guys were watching that chat last night? Hold on. Let me put my dog up. Hold on, because she acting a fool. How many of you guys were in 2K's chat last night? And how many of you guys were? Put a 1 if you enjoyed the live last night. Put a 2 in the chat if you were disappointed in the live for any reason. What's going on, Miss Lasandra? Thank you, Nana Karen, for that membership. Hey, Candy Kisses. What did I say? Put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed the live. Put a 2 in the chat if you were disappointed in the live for any reason. Make sure when you guys are coming in, y'all hitting that like button, okay? Let's see. Let me check the numbers. 1 or 2. So, okay, enjoyed the live. I see a lot of people say that they enjoyed the live. Okay, I'm gonna say this. For me, the live turned out to be everything that I expected that it was going to be. Lysandra said, Upper, what took you so long? So long what? Oh, to react to it? Well, shoot, it just happened last night. Well, number 1, I was tired. Number 2, I had to go to work this morning. I'm on my break right now, so I had to find time to do it. I feel like the live turned out to be everything that I expected it to be. And the reason that I say that is because, first of all, I'm a very observant person. And just from observing Sherell, observing the things that she does and observing the things that she says, I kind of figured that the live would turn out that way. I knew before the live even started that Sherell didn't know a damn thing about the saga. I already knew from jump that I don't know. I didn't really fully understand what her reasoning for supporting and defending Brianna was, but I understood that she doesn't even know why she's defending Brianna. And if she does, it's for ulterior reasons. is not for why she's saying, because she's going back and forth between I'm defending Brianna because her kids are being bullied. Now, everybody that's been following the saga, following the content creators, and really paying attention to what's going on, everybody knows that Brianna's kids have not been bullied in this sector at all. So we know that that's not the real reason. And then she said that she was that she was defending Brianna or going or against LaTruth and speaking against LaTruth because he reminds her of her baby daddy. I'm gonna say this, when it comes to Black women, regardless of your level of education or background, economic status, whatever. For some reason, I have very, very high expectations when it comes to Black women, and the way that they conduct themselves, the things that come out of their mouths. I wouldn't say that I'm very critical, but I expect a lot. So I sometimes find myself being a little bit hard on Black women, not because I'm against women, because obviously I'm a Black woman, but because I have such high expectations for Black women. And I don't expect a Black woman who people say that Sherell is very intelligent. They say that she's too smart to be doing what she's doing. But when they say that, I have to side eye that a little bit, because I'm trying to understand what exactly gave you the impression that she was intelligent or smart or witty or whatever. Because I haven't seen any of that displayed since she's been speaking on this saga. So I even remember when Tukay said that he has faith in Sherell. He knows her pretty well. He knows her work. She's a hard worker. She takes her craft seriously, and that she would definitely be doing her due diligence when she speaks on this saga, because she's obviously not going to be speaking on something without actually knowing the facts. Now, that's what he said. That's what he said. So, and I hear a lot of people saying and talking about how smart she is, so on and so forth. But from what I witnessed last night, I didn't see any of that. So it just really, I'm going to say this. I was not disappointed in the live at all. It was a very good live. And the reason that I say it was a really good live is because a lot of people don't see past, like, I'm not really looking at the comments right now. I am in a minute going to look at the comments. A lot of people don't look past the surface level of things. I, on the other hand, do. Now, I'm not trying to accuse Tukay of anything. However, I'm going to say this. I saw his motives. And I think that Tukay is a very intelligent person. I think he's very smart. I think he's very intentional. And I think he knows what he's doing. He knows that Sherell doesn't know anything about the saga. He may not really understand why she's taking a stance in the saga, but I can tell that 2K knows that Sherell doesn't know what the hell she's talking about when it comes to this topic. So I personally believe, I could be wrong, and if he want to come and say I'm wrong, then that's fine. But personally, what it looks like to me is that he intentionally allowed her to get on his platform and make a complete asshole out of herself, because that's what she did. She really looked like a complete idiot up there. I mean, just an embarrassment to the black delegation, just a big embarrassment to the black community. As a black woman, I had secondhand embarrassment. I know it was supposed to be like satire almost, like it was supposed to kind of be like a joke when it comes to the judge thing and the court thing or whatever. I get that, but it blew my mind how you're sitting up there saying that you're defending your quote unquote client and you don't know anything about the story. What blew my mind even further was when she said that she didn't care about the story. She doesn't care about what happened. All she cares about is where we are now. Well, you cannot fully comprehend or wrap your mind around what's going on now if you don't know what happened in the past. That was the most foolish thing I've ever heard in my life. I said, I mean, I had a good time laughing at her last night. It was hilarious because I'm like, wait a minute. Is this a joke? Is this a skit? Did 2K put her up to this? Is this like, are you trolling us? Because it's no way in the world that this could be serious. Because I said, wait a minute. Let me let this dog out of this cat. Girl, stop making all that noise. I don't mean to yell at you, but stop. There's no way in the world that you could say with a straight face that you are taking a stance on any situation and say that you don't need to know what happened prior. Of course you do. For instance, that's like if somebody breaks the law and they've broken the law, but there could be a reason why they committed that crime. So you would need to know what led up to it. So that's the reason why people go to court in the first place. So if you're having like a mock trial and you're pretending to be an attorney and you're pretending that this person is your client, how do you say with a straight face that you don't care what led up to this point? Wouldn't you need the history of the case? Wouldn't you need the history of your client's behaviors? Wouldn't you need the history of the other client's behaviors? I mean, I as much as I don't like Amora, I would have rather probably seen her up there. I hate to say it. I would have rather seen Jeannie. Well, I don't want to say Jeannie. We would have needed a damn translator for Jeannie, because I wouldn't say that. But I mean, it was just mind blowing. I'm not looking at the comments, y'all, because I don't want to lose track of what I'm saying. It was just mind blowing to me that she really said that she didn't need the history of the case. Now, y'all know me. Is 2K in here? Because I see y'all speaking to 2K. I don't see him though. Oh, what's going on, 2K? Thank you. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. Thank you, 2K. I just don't understand. So then when she went on to say that it didn't matter to her what was going on as far as the domestic violence, it's about her protecting the kids. And then she kept requesting receipts and proof every time 2K said something, but she wasn't providing any evidence or proof. Because if you're saying that you're taking a stance to defend the children, this is what got me, y'all. And I'm going to get into the North Carolina beat in a minute, but this is what got me, y'all. When she said that her stance was to protect the children, and then she went on to say, I don't even remember how it came up. But then, yeah, he did. 2K did do a good job, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like he made her look like a complete jackass. I know that's his friend, but I enjoyed that aspect of it. But you then go on to say that you are only in this to protect the children, and then turn around and say that you gave out LaTruth's address to everybody. And then went on to talk about whether or not it was student housing. If y'all go back to 2K's live, I don't have time to try to find a timestamp or anything, but if y'all go back to 2K's live, you will see where she said that she gave out LaTruth's address to everybody. How are you giving his address out to everybody and in the same breath say that you're advocating for the kids when his daughter goes to his house every weekend with her dad? So aren't you putting the child's life in danger if you're giving his address out? I just didn't. What do we? My word. Who is this lady? Where did y'all find her at? Where did she come? Where did she come from? What is she talking about? I'm like, what? Then she goes on to say, okay, so then she goes on to say that she's not going to be talking about, or she doesn't care about the domestic violence aspect of it. She's more concerned about what's happening now. But Sherell, the whole story started due to domestic violence. I'm hitting my table. I'm passionate right now. All of this started because of a false domestic violence claim. I can remember when Sherell got on her Facebook page and she clearly said she has not done her due diligence. She has not done the research, but she's going to do the research. And I'm going to find it too. I'm going to find it because I'm going to make a video. And then she keeps saying that she's going to strike whoever put her in the video. First of all, you can't strike nobody for using their content if it's for commentary purposes. You can use a certain amount of it. If you know your rights and you know the rules and guidelines on YouTube, if you ever become a creator, don't let nobody scare you into to making them. You can please, all that striking shit is a waste of time, because all I'm gonna do is appeal it and win. But she goes on to say, after she said she's gonna do her due diligence, which she never did. And then she said on 2K's live and said she's not going to go digging and she's not going to do her due diligence. Then she goes, she went on to say on her Facebook page that if she finds out that Brianna is on BS, she is going after her. But how are you going to find out if she's on BS if you're clearly saying on the on 2K's platform that you're not going to go digging? Then she tried to blame 2K and said, well, 2K, well, why you didn't tell me none of this? Why does 2K, aren't you a content creator? Didn't you pick up a story? Isn't it your responsibility to do your due diligence? Why is it 2K's responsibility to try to tell? And even if 2K did try to tell you and try to get you to understand what's going on in this saga, you're sitting on his platform right now saying that you don't care what they say. It doesn't matter if they show you Brianna on CCTV line in black or on documentation black and white, you're still not going to change your mind. Only a fool says that if you show me proof, I'm still not going to sway my opinion. Only a fool will say that they are always right. They're not going to change their opinion, even if the proper evidence is presented. What? I was just so, y'all, it's just so much I want to say right now. It's just a, what are you talking about? I was just sitting there like, I mean, it was very entertaining. I got that, I'll give to Tukay and Sherell. It was entertaining. I'm talking about I was on the edge of my seat. I was listening, and I think it was more so 2K did his thing. He presented all of the facts. It was very organized. He had all of his stuff laid out, but it was kind of frustrating to watch because no matter what he presented, she damn near wasn't listening. She was looking at her phone the whole time. And then she kept saying she didn't care either way it went. She's still going to defend Brianna because the truth reminds her of her baby daddy. First of all, we're not even given the proper examples. How does the truth remind you of your baby daddy? That's number one. Not even if that's a valid reason, but how? Because you said that your baby daddy was throwing you through televisions, beating you black and blue and everything else. So he was physically abusive to you. The truth was never physically abusive to Brianna. Even Brianna said that out of her own mouth. So how does he remind you of your baby daddy? He's not a physical abuser. But I digress. Maybe he looks like her baby daddy. Maybe he acts like her baby daddy. I don't know. But either way, like I said, it doesn't matter. That's still not a valid reason. And the reason, Ms. Diamond, I wanted to call in. I was going to call in. But the reason I didn't call in was because after a while, I realized that it was no point in arguing. It was no point in arguing a point with her or a side, because she wasn't receptive to it. First of all, when you have somebody that does not know anything about a story, let's say, okay, there's a story. You have a person here that doesn't understand or know anything about the story, but they're taking a stance. However, they're still open-minded to listen so that they can understand. That's different. If that was what was going on, I would have called in. But what I saw was somebody up there saying blatantly, I would have been ashamed to say this, but she blatantly sat up there and said, I don't know anything about the story. I'm not going to go digging. I ain't got time for that. I'm not digging for anything. I'm not going to do my due diligence on it. I don't care what y'all say to me. I'm still going to defend Brianna. I didn't even understand why people were even calling in to talk to her, to be honest with you. If that's what if your stance is, I don't know shit and I don't want to know shit. I want to be willfully ignorant about the situation. Why would I call in and talk to somebody like that? Why? Why would I waste my time? Moving forward, I'm going to say this. I see so many of my supporters and so many content creators speaking on her, going back and forth with her, her comments, so on and so. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. because she doesn't want to hear, she doesn't care. She does not care. Now, what I'll say is this too. For you to say I'm defending her because her kids are being bullied. What I did wish that 2K would have said is, what can you give us a couple of examples or instances of when her children were bullied so that we know what exactly it is that you are defending? And I bet you she would not have been able to tell us what instances that she can find that Brianna's children are being dragged by, she said dogpiled by a bunch of content creators. A bunch of content creators have not spoken or on her children or bullied her children. So I was just waiting. I wanted 2K to ask that. Well, what is one specific moment in which her children were being bullied that you didn't like? Can you speak on that for us a little bit? Sometimes you gotta let people talk so they can sound crazy. Can you explain that to us a little bit? What was it in particular that you didn't like that was said about her kids? Just give us a couple of instances of the bullying that the kids are experiencing so we know what it is that you're standing against. But no, you can't come up here and just say I'm protecting the kids. Against what, ma'am? Can you explain? Did we miss anything? Because I didn't know what she was talking about. And then when 2K tried to bring up Walter, that the freak nasty nigga, when he tried to bring Walter up and Walter's charges and try to explain to her that Walter's father, the father is a pedo, I think she said that. What did she say, y'all? If I remember, it was something about there was no charges or something like that. But then 2K had to explain that there actually was a conviction and that he pled to a lesser charge. Didn't seem like she really wanted to hear none of that. Matter of fact, she said, I don't care nothing about it. How do you, Lord Jesus, Lord, take it. Y'all, can somebody, where is she? Where this girl from? Where's she from? What story is she from? What is she known for? Because why is everybody, why all these people be saying she's so smart and intelligent? Where? How, Sway? Where? Everything she was saying was stupid and didn't make sense. At this point, I'm not even talking about that she defended Brianna at this point. I'm talking about just in general, the things that she was saying did not make any sense. So this man up here telling you that this girl's father is a child predator and got paperwork on him for indecent liberties with a child and was convicted of this crime. You just sat up there and said that you inserted your, well, actually, she lied. First, she said she inserted herself. Then she came back and said that Brianna inboxed her after Carmody came up there and called her out. So we don't know which one of those things are true. But anyway, you said you covering this story. Who say she an internet lawyer? Who she defending? If she was Brianna's lawyer last night, Brianna going to jail. But how you up here? Number one, you saying you defend the kids. Then when 2K brings up the father as a child predator and that the father be around the kids unsupervised, you said you ain't want to hear about none of that. How you don't want to hear about that when you sitting up here and you said your main objective is to protect the children? But then when somebody tell you that the grandfather is a child predator, you don't want to hear anything further or any further details. Can somebody explain to me what's going on here? What's going on? That's why I just said, just hang it up. Just hang it up at this point. You're not making any sense. But you know what? Listen, I will give her credit for this. I give her credit for this. I ain't gonna say a lot. I'm gonna say all of Brianna's supporters are just like her. All of them are just like her. It really, to be honest with you, it could have been anybody that came on 2K's panel to defend Brianna and they would have ended up looking stupid. Because anybody that defends Brianna looks stupid because she's a liar and she's wrong. And it's been proven that she's wrong several times. There's literally no way to defend her. So it could have been anybody. They would have ended up looking dumb. The only reason why Sherell looked dumber than the average was because she was too honest. She was being way too honest. She came up there like, I don't know shit. I don't know shit about the story. Oh, I just think he looked like my baby daddy. I don't think he looked like my baby daddy. I don't know. I told y'all I ain't know nothing. That's how she sounded to me when she was talking. I told y'all I ain't know nothing. I told y'all he looked around me and my baby daddy. I'm like, oh, this is a bad day in America to be a black woman. I am so embarrassed. Oh, God. One thing about it, even if you putting on a good debate, if you're debating against me, I'm gonna just use me for example, and I may not agree with what you're saying to me, like I may not agree with your stance, but if you can articulate yourself and you are making sense and not making sense, because if I don't agree with you, I don't agree with you. But if you can articulate yourself and you making sense to you and to some people, then I can respect that. But if you just go and if you're presenting your facts, they might not be factual to me. But if you're presenting what you call facts, I can respect that, because at least I know that you have a purpose. You have a reason. I understand that you've done your own research, and to your knowledge, that is what is true, even if I don't agree with it. But do you think that I would get up? That's why I didn't call in, because of the comment earlier. You think I'm gonna call in and talk to some and even begin to entertain a conversation like that? That would be, I'd have went up there like, well, these are the key factors as to why I believe, or why I know that Latruth is innocent. These are the separate occasions in which he's been proven innocent. Here's this audio, this picture, this text message, so on and so forth, this live stream, so on and so forth. And I would have put all of those things together. And imagine me talking to somebody like that. And after I get done expressing the reasons why I take the stance that I'm taking, they turn around and say, I don't want to hear that shit. He remind me of my baby daddy. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, I don't deal with ignorance. I don't deal with ignorance. Y'all call everybody smart. That's what I'm noticing. Y'all get that tight. Is it because I heard she sent somebody to jail or something? I don't know, but that was just a hot ass mess. But what I will say is the highlight of the live stream was definitely the North Carolina beat. When the North Carolina beat called in, that shit was hilarious. Let me go ahead and play that for y'all right now, just in case y'all missed it. That shit was funny as hell. Who that did? That's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy. Who that is? My baby daddy. That's what it sounded like. Tukay, you gotta, I fuck with you, Tukay, but you gotta do better. I want to see a better representation moving forward of Black women on your platform. 2K, I can't tell you what to do, but I was highly embarrassed last night as a proud member of the Black female community. I expect to see better than that. Next time, please, anybody else, anybody. Well, I told y'all I don't want to hear nothing. I told y'all I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care what she did. I don't want to hear that. He looked like my baby daddy. I was like, you sound like you just got your goddamn freedom papers. Where's she from, y'all? All right, let me go ahead and play this. Still got her damn chains on her ankles. Sound like she just got her goddamn freedom papers. I said, what the fuck am I listening to?
I'll wrap it up.
Hello?
Sherell, what's up with it, Brody?
What's up, bro? You still got your receipt?
Yeah, I do. This 2K.
I know this 2K. I'm asking you, do you still have your receipt so you can take this clown back to the circus where you got her from? Long neck Sherell sitting over there. Girl, go get your goddamn kids. Now I'm all up in your business. Now I'm finna go down to the courthouse and find out why you ain't got your mother.
Thank you, Tess, for that cash app. I appreciate you guys. If y'all want to send me a donation to my channel, my cash app is pinned on the screen.
Motherfucking son, you all up in here on every courthouse, damn kids. Now I'm all up in your business. Now I'm finna go down to the courthouse and find out why You ain't got your motherfucking son. You all up in here on everybody's business on the internet, but you still fight for your goddamn. Now look at this goddamn thing while I'm talking to you.
And let me say this: I do not like how she conducted herself last night on 2K Live. Because if she is as intelligent as all y'all be saying, she didn't display it last night. It was quite embarrassing. But what I will say is, I don't think it's funny for any. I don't think if she did lose custody of her kids, I don't know anything about that. But if she did, that's a painful thing to experience, and I hope everything work out for her.
What up, 2K? Now what?
You must
Now
think I'm a
she
faggot.
claims
He done
she
bent
got a
over in
problem.
his
What's
bed
your
or
issue
something.
with
Cause you
me?
ain't talking to me. Nigga, you had
Shut the
all
fuck
to
on,
respond
neck.
to me. You
Your
wanna wait
neck
till I get on
long as
somebody else's
fuck.
platform to
Go
come
get
talk
your
to me.
motherfucking child.
2K, you messy as hell too. Hold on. 2K messy as fuck, y'all. Oh my god. wait a minute. I can't catch my breath. Hold on. Let me tell y'all, 2K messy as hell, y'all. Look, hold on. First of all, pay attention. Don't even look. Pay attention to how 2K looking on this shit was finna happen. Hold on, look. Watch this.
Faggot, he done bent over in his bed or something. Cause you ain't talking to me. Nigga, you had
Shut the
all
fuck
to
on,
respond
neck.
to me. You
Your
wanna wait
neck
till I get on
long as
somebody else's
fuck.
platform to
Go
come
get
talk
your
to me.
motherfucking
Do
child.
it
You
on your
crazy as
platform.
hell.
Nah, fuck
2K,
them
call the
kids.
paramedics right now. This bitch need to go
Fuck
to the
them
emergency room.
kids.
Cause we
Lord,
set up here.
I thought we were trying to find peace, Jer.
He just want to repeat what I already put on the internet.
Oh, look, wait, hold on. Did he
Tell us
hang
something
up?
new. Tell us something new. Go get your kids. Go grow some hair. Whatever the fuck he said. Tell us something
Hey,
new.
yo, 2K.
What's up, bro?
Hey, yo, 2K. Call 911 right now, cause this bitch need to go to the emergency room. She been sitting up here delusional. You sound crazy as hell.
And I don't even think the North Carolina beat followed this story. Even he said she sounded delusional.
The whole time you been sitting up here with your
So
braces
you
on
wait
your
till today to
motherfucking teeth
respond.
and your
You
teeth
had 4
still
days to
crooked.
respond. You could have
You need to
responded
go
when I made
ask
the
your
video.
dentist to give you
You
some
just mad
strain
because your
tracks to put on
sassy
your
ass sit
mouth.
up there and you
Smile.
try to talk
Turn your
about
head.
black women in
Turn
the
your head
defense
to
of
the
a white
side so we
woman,
can see you
and your
look like a
motherfucking ass
seahorse.
got these
Turn your
bozo ass
head to the
motherfucking
side.
people following your broke ass. Let's
Oh,
She, hey,
And you
2K.
said none
She
of that
sitting up there
already
with
been
all them.
said.
She sitting up there with all them
Tell us
Atlanta
something
flea
new.
market bags up there in the little cubicle she got on Temu. All them fake bags. Can't
Actually,
even
I
pull
got them
out
from
no card
Walmart.
to show that it's real.
Next.
Yeah,
Show
net,
did.
hey,
net.
Show
Where you get
did.
that weed from?
Show
Party
did.
City? Where you
Show
get
the
that
fuck
hot from?
did. One
Party
thing
City?
about it.
nah,
One
You
thing
need to go
about
to
it.
the beauty
I'ma
salon
flex
store
mine.
and get some
I'ma
black
flex
dirt.
mine
We
because
see
I
some
ain't
little
gonna be
gray
fake on
up
the
there,
internet
girl.
like you
Jer,
We
hoes.
see
okay,
some
listen,
I
gray.
said
I
what
ain't
I
know y'all
said.
Where
finna
your
cut up
son
like
I
at?
said
this.
what I said.
Okay, all right,
2K,
Jer,
she
You ain't
got
gotta
her
fucking
son
tell
talk to
me
calling
you.
all
somebody
week to
else
say something.
mommy. Your son calling a white woman mommy, cause you can't even go get your child.
No,
You
hey,
fight for your
Jer,
child.
I'm glad this recorded.
hey, Jared, I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, bro. Hey, I support you all the time, 2K. I
So
fuck
my
with
auntie
2K.
white.
Make sure y'all tune
My
in to
auntie
my brother
white.
every goddamn time. 2K, it's justice for whoever you supporting.
Yeah.
And go get your
Yeah.
neck. Go
Now go
get
on
your
back
neck
over there
shrunk
to
a little
that
bit.
dry ass
Oh
platform of
my lord.
yours. Go
All right,
ahead.
Jared, y'all
Get the
be easy,
stamp
Good
bro.
night,
ready.
2K. Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
bro.
All right,
Bye,
The
long.
fuck?
damn,
Did she say? Hold on.
All right.
Hello. What's up, bro? You still got your receipt?
yeah, I do. This 2K.
I know this 2K. I'm asking you, do you still have your receipt so you can take this clown back to the circus where you got her from? Long neck Sherell sitting over there. Girl, go get your goddamn kids. Now I'm all up in your business. Now I'm finna go down to the courthouse and find out why you ain't got your motherfucking son. You all up in here on everybody's business on the internet, but you still fight for your goddamn. Now look at this goddamn thing while I'm talking to you. What up, 2K? Now what?
You must think
Now
I'm a
she
faggot. He
claims
done
she
bent
got a
over in
problem.
his
What's
bed
your
or
issue
something
with
because you
me?
ain't talking to me. Nigga, you had
Shut the
all
fuck
to
on,
respond
neck.
to me. You want
Your
to wait
neck
till I get on
long as
somebody else's
fuck.
platform to
Go
come
get
talk
your
to me.
motherfucking
Do
child.
it
You
on your
crazy as
platform.
hell.
Nah, fuck
2K,
them
call the
kids.
paramedics right now. This bitch need to go
Fuck
to
them
the emergency.
kids.
Wait a minute. Did she say fuck them kids? Wait. I know she didn't say that. She said, wait a minute. Wait. Let me hold on. What's the time? 101. Did y'all hear what I heard? Did she say fuck them? Did he say tell her to go get her kids? And she said, nah, fuck them kids. Hold on. Hold the phone. Wait a minute.
As hell.
Nah, fuck
2K,
them
call the
kids.
paramedics right as hell. Get
talk to
your
me.
motherfucking
Do
out.
it
You
on your
crazy as
platform,
shit
because
with
you
me.
ain't talking to me. Nigga, you had
Shut the
all
fuck
to
on,
respond to
neck.
me. You want
Your
to wait
neck
till I get on
long as
somebody else's
fuck.
platform to
Go
come
get
talk
your
to me.
motherfucking
Do
out.
it
You
on your
crazy as
platform.
hell.
He said, "Go get your MF and child. You crazy as hell."
Nah, fuck
Tukay,
them
call
kids.
And she said, "Fuck them
the
kids."
paramedics right now. This bitch.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Sherell. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Change is coming. Sherell. Okay, Sherell. For real, for real. In all seriousness, how you on this man platform saying that you are doing what you're doing and have inserted yourself in this because you are protecting and defending Brianna's kids. Then you turn around and say, fuck your own kids? Wait a minute. I know that this is not happening. This cannot be true. My ears must be deceiving me. It ain't no way in the world that you got on this man platform and said you don't care nothing about domestic violence. You don't care nothing about what happened in the past. You don't care about none of the lies that Brianna told. You only came on the internet because her kids are being bullied. Your main objective is to defend her kids, even though you didn't want to hear anything about what 2K said about the Chester the child predator, her daddy that be watching the kids. You said you ain't even interested in none of that. You don't know about none of that, don't want to know about none of that. But you still defending her kids. But then when somebody tell you to get your own kids, you say, F them kids. I know you did not. I just know you didn't. I know you did not say that. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
Go get your motherfucking out. You crazy as hell.
Nah,
2K, call the
kids.
paramedics right now. This bitch need to go to the emergency room. Cause
Lord.
we sat up here.
I thought we were trying to find peace, Jer.
He just want to repeat what I already put on the internet.
Oh, look, wait, hold on. Did he
Tell
hang
us something
up?
new. Tell us something new. Go get your kids. Go grow some hair. Whatever the fuck he said. Tell us something
Hey,
new.
yo, 2K.
What's up, bro?
Hey, yo, 2K. Call 911 right now, cause this bitch need to go to the emergency room. She been sitting up here delusional. You sound crazy as hell. This whole time you been sitting up here with your braces on your motherfucking teeth and your teeth still crooked.
You could have responded.
You need to go
when I
ask
made the
your
video.
dentist to give you some
just mad
strange
because your
tracks to put
sassy
on your
ass sit
mouth.
up there and
Smile.
you try to talk
Turn your
about
head.
black women
Turn
in
your
the
head
midst
to
of
the
a white
side so we
woman,
can see you
and your
look like a
motherfucking ass
seahorse.
got these bozo
Turn your
ass
head to the
motherfucking
side.
people following your broke ass.
She, hey, 2K. She sitting up there with all them. She sitting up there with all them Atlanta flea market bags up there in the little cubicle she got on Temu. All them fake bags. Can't even pull out no card to show that it's real.
Next.
Yeah, net. Where you get that weed from? Party City.
All right, Sherell, look. That doesn't, okay. The last live I did, it was about a month ago. I addressed Sherell in that live. She didn't share the live, I don't think, but she shared Summer's Room's post. Oh, I'm gonna do a live later on, probably tonight or tomorrow, to regarding Summer's Room as well. But back to what I was saying. I did a live about a month ago where I was explaining to Sherell. This was before I knew any better. I thought that she had, I thought she was as smart as y'all was saying she was, and she had some damn sense. So I was actually doing, I believe 2K, when 2K said she was gonna do her due diligence and everything like that. So I did a live because I really thought she didn't know. Like, I'm like, oh no, she don't know. She don't know what's going on. So I was trying to lay it out on the table for her. I don't know if y'all remember that live stream. But anyway, she shared Summer's Room post because Summer Room made a post about it. And Summer's Room, she shared that and she said, can y'all stop tagging me? I don't give a fuck about that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's why I knew it was gonna go that way when she went on 2K's live, because she's not interested in the truth. She's not. I'm gonna move on to these text messages. But what I want to also say is, I don't know if I said this earlier, but if I didn't, I want to reiterate. Y'all excuse me, I'm not reading the comments because I'm on the time schedule, but I appreciate everybody that's in here, everybody that's donated, everybody that hit the like button. And I do a lot of times go back and read my comments when I watch my live streams or whatever. So I'll see it. We gonna I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I'm glad that she did come on here, because the reason that she's saying that she's doing what she's doing is because she feels the truth reminds her of her baby daddy. And I'm glad she said that, because she was very honest in that aspect. A lot of Brianna supporters are not very honest when it comes to why they support Brianna. Now, they know damn well that she's lying. They know that she came out and lied about domestic violence. She even admitted that she was never physically abused. Okay, so their reasoning for defending her is not because she's honest. It's not because she's actually a victim. It's because they have their own unhealed traumas, and they're still mad at their baby. Sometimes they may not even realize they're still mad at their ex-husband, baby daddy, or whoever, but they are projecting their own experiences, their own feelings onto this situation. So Sherell was just very honest in actually expressing it. But that is all of them. Because when you think about it, there is absolutely no reason at all to defend Brianna. Not one. Not one. The way that she has conducted herself on this internet, the way that she has bullied people, the way that she has behaved, the people that she has lied on, the way that she uses people and then disposes of them, the way that she's treated her friends, the way that she's done her children on the internet, the way she's embarrassed herself and her family. There is absolutely, the way she puts her own information on the internet, there is no valid reason why anybody would defend her. So all of them are defending her for one reason. And I believe that reason is the same reason why Sherell is doing it, because she has her own issues. And she said that. Your words, not mine. She did say that. She said that she got her own issues or whatever. And he reminds her of somebody. So, or reminds her of her baby daddy. So that's what that's about. Yep. I wonder why Janelle don't remind her of her baby daddy. He's the abuser. And then another thing, I don't believe, because I didn't hear Tukay get into it, but I don't think that Tukay was even able to get into that part of it with her current. Well, yes, he did, because he showed the picture and how they tried to frame the truth and all of that, and she didn't even really want to hear that. So let's go. Let me pull this down. Let's get into these text messages and see, because I really didn't even read the text messages or see what they said. Let me see. Just briefly. Let me see. Just briefly, we're gonna get into, where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. Okay, so let me pull this up. So the first thing that I noticed, and I think that the first thing that most people noticed, was the A here at the top of the text message. You clearly, this is supposed to be an iPhone text message. So anybody with an iPhone knows, I mean, when you put in somebody's first name, their first initial will pop up in this circle unless they have a picture there in its place. So I don't understand why this says Robert and the icon has an A in it. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Before I get into what the text messages say, I thought that it was, see, this is why I said that I'm glad this wasn't a real court of law, because if it was, Brianna would be under the jail right now. Because I'm like, why, that I'm still trying to figure out. Why would she present text messages on a live stream knowing that Brianna's already getting ready to go to court for contempt? So does she or does she not realize that by showing supposed, because people are saying that these are fake, but by showing supposed screenshots of private text messages between LaTruth and Brianna from Brianna, wouldn't that prove that she is third party? So why in the world would she do that? I didn't get it. I mean, are we defending her, or is this some sort of calculated plan to take her down and Sherell is just playing the role? I don't know. It's weird. This is so weird, y'all. Hold on one second. You guys. Okay, so this says, I guess the blue is Brianna. It says, or allegedly Brianna. It says, you are my stalker. You and my stalker have a bunch of mutual postings. I'm good. Meet me where the court order says thank you. You are the, and then LaTruth goes on to say, you are one of the most delusional people on the planet. I'm LaTruth and you slid in my DMs because I'm the man. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like it could be LaTruth. Because he talks like that. So I mean, I don't know. And then it goes on to say, and I've been the man for a long time. People love me in real life. I've never told nobody to speak up for me and defend me, which is true. He never has. Brianna, on the other hand, you're the one that's out here on the internet trying to recruit people to defend you. It's really sad. It's really sad at this point too. It then goes on to say, your plan to destroy my reputation with lies has failed and the truth always comes to light. You should have never lied about DV just for money. You should have never lied and called me a deadbeat just for money and try to make your first baby daddy. I don't know what else that's supposed to say. That's what the court order. Then it goes on to say, Brianna says that's what the court order says in black and white. The truth goes on to say, Alpharetta Police Department. You been going against the order, meeting me at Whole Foods. Black and white don't matter when we both agree to the location. We are the parents. Now that I will say is true. If LaTruth, if this is even a real text message, if LaTruth can prove that him and Brianna had come to an agreement to meet somewhere other than where the court order says they're supposed to meet, then that's not an issue. That's no such thing. Nobody's gonna get in trouble for that. If the court order says we're to meet at the police station, but me and the child's father come to an agreement that we can meet at Whole Foods instead, and that's more convenient for us, then that's not an issue. Then Brianna goes on to say, I'm not meeting you anywhere but what the court order says from here on out. So that means that you were meeting him somewhere else and then you changed it and decided to only meet him at the police station. What are these text messages supposed to be proving? That she's changing the locations, which is exactly what LaTruth said. How is this I don't know. You've been meeting me everywhere, and even having your dad meeting me. Okay, so that's all it says. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me pause this for 1 second. Okay, so at the end of the day, it seems to me that Sherell definitely went up there and did Brianna more harm than she did her good. I mean, I think everybody can agree to that. I think that not only LaTruth supporters can agree to that, and I think that Brianna supporters can also attest to the fact that this was a hot mess on her part. And I mean, she really went up there and made a fool, not just of herself, but she also made a fool of Brianna. She made her look bad. And I think everybody sees that. I'm not even gonna argue. That ain't nothing to argue about. But what I did do is, you guys, I didn't know who the North Carolina beat was, honestly. So I had to look him up. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with. Let me pull it up. There's this girl that has been doing this viral dance. Her name is Janelle. Let me go down. Let me find it. Just I know that most of you guys are gonna know already know who I'm talking about, but for those of y'all who don't, let me just pull it up real quick. Got a few more minutes. Let me pull this up. Where are you? Where are you? I haven't posted about her in a minute. I'm on my Facebook page trying to find it. But she dances to this song called Dangerous. She is not the originator of the dance. A black woman is actually the originator of the dance. I don't know the words, but it sounds something like this. I don't want to go down now. I don't want to run around because I could be dangerous. That's the only part I know. I could be dangerous. But this is her though. Okay, let's pull her up. This is her. I don't want to go now. And then this video right here where she's dancing.
Rap all that jerk.
This is the video where she's dancing here. A lot of people are just really sick of the same damn dance. Okay. I mean, and then if I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, the dance is really nothing special. Even when I watch the person that originally created the dance, it ain't nothing special. It's just like, what is this? Like, it ain't. What is it? It's head bopping. I mean, I don't know what else. I'll be fresh as hell if the feds watching. Head bopping, just bopping the head, bopping the head. And I just don't kick it. One leg kick, one head bounce. I don't understand what the big deal. Like anything at this point can go viral. Like it's weird. Anything can go viral. But anyway, so a black girl had got on the stage with her and did the dance with her. Now, in this video that I'm playing here, during that time where she was dancing and she was like, can't nobody F with me, can't nobody F with me. The black girl was on the stage also doing the same dance. And I guess that comment may have been directed towards her because the girl was getting a lot of accolades. Like people really liked when the black girl was dancing. But I think what happened was Janelle, who says that she's not white, she says that her dad is black and her mom is white. She's the one that's in the spotlight. She's getting 6,000 or more every show just to do that head bop she just did right there and that leg kick. She getting $6,000 a show. She's getting booked everywhere. To be honest with you, I'm not hating on her. I'm happy for her. If that's all you got to do, all you got to do is bop your head a couple times, kick your leg a couple times, get $6,000. I'll be bopping my head too. Hell, you know. So I'm not hating on her, but I think what it is that people are tired of the dance. Like it's okay, we get it, you know. I did listen to the North Carolina beat. Now, apparently, Sherell Hodge felt like the North Carolina beat was being very disrespectful regarding the black girl that had come on stage and did the dance, and felt like he was taking up for this racially ambiguous woman, Janelle. And so that's why they're into it, I guess, because she made a video responding to what he said about the black girl that came on the stage. He got on Tukay's live last night and went off on her regarding the reaction video that she did to him. But what I'm gonna play a little bit what the North Carolina beat said about the black girl or in the dance, and he's basically saying, you know, that people are hating on her and this and that. I'm gonna say this. I don't think that anybody is hating on Janelle. Do she get hating comments and stuff like that? Yeah. Do people make memes out of her? Yeah. Do people say, oh, we sick of that dance? Yeah, because people are sick of it. I understand it is a viral dance, but people are sick of it. But here's the thing. When the North Carolina beat says that he feels that people are hating on her for no reason, I I do feel like she's getting hate for no reason. Am I sick of the dance? Yeah. But I do agree with the North Carolina beat when he says that why are people hating on her? Like, because it's not her fault that she's being put into the spotlight. What the problem is that people are not upset. It's really misplaced anger and misplaced frustration. Janelle is getting attacked because of systemic issues. It's not Janelle's fault that she's light skinned. It's not Janelle's fault that she's racially ambiguous. It's not Janelle's fault that nobody knows that she's black until she says that she's black. But the problem is more so that people are angry with the ways of the world, with the white community and the black community, and the way that people, and it's been going on for years, certain people are offered opportunity before black people doing the same thing that we've been doing for years. So because she's doing a head bop and a leg kick, she's getting booked for shows. She's being put on stage, getting $6,000 a show. She's really profiting off of it. But this is something that black people have been doing for years. We've had rhythm for years. We've been doing this forever. But you don't really too much see black people getting, picked out of a whole group of people doing the same damn viral dance, and just that one person is getting booked. So I don't blame people for assuming that the reason that she is being put into the spotlight is because of her racial ambiguity. I can't blame people for thinking that. However, what I will say I agree with is that it is not her fault that is the way that society operates. Okay, that's it. Now, let me play a little bit of what he said.
I want you beautiful on Janelle. You better keep on stepping. Shout out to everybody that's tuning on tonight. Welcome to the North Carolina B. I am the baddest blogger, Gerald Jackson. Make sure you share the live tonight. Don't be no hater. Don't come over here hating like ain't no Janelle. Cause like, why is y'all hating? I wanna know why y'all hate on Janelle Monáe. Not Janelle Monáe, but why y'all hating on Janelle? What did she do? I have not been able to pinpoint, and you know I'm the baddest blog. I have not been able to pinpoint what this girl done did to y'all. And what make it even worse is that y'all ain't even supporting the original. Y'all ain't even supporting Tiana. Every time we turn around, y'all over there on Janelle page.
I can't lie. That's a fact. That's a fact. Y'all hyped this girl up. To be honest with you, the black community is the one that built her confidence. The way that she dances, the way that she talks, the way that she's going around. I'm not trying to hate on her, but the way that she walking around here with her head held high, like bragging about how much she make and acting like she famous and saying can't nobody F with her. Y'all made her feel like that. She wouldn't feel like that if y'all didn't make her feel that. If the black community didn't make her feel that way. We put her on a pedestal. Every time you turn around, we're posting her. The white community not posting Janelle. We are. So you can't. So now that she has that attitude, her confidence is through the roof now, and she thinks that she's the baddest when it comes to doing that dance, which is nothing wrong with that. Don't get mad at her. Be mad at yourself. If you didn't want her in that spotlight, if you didn't want her to be dangerous, you shouldn't have pumped her head up like that. People can't run on E. You got to gas them up. So the black community done gassed this girl up, and now she feel like she's doing the dance better than the Keishas. So that's not her fault though. So I agree with him when he say that. And then not only that, the thing about, come on, y'all know it's true. The thing about our community is we love to sit up there and complain, but then be the part of the fucking problem. Y'all not even, like he said, y'all not even supporting the actual girl that created the dance, even though y'all know who she is. Because at first I didn't even know who she was. But y'all not even supporting her. You sitting up here giving all of this girls all of this negative energy. And all that negative energy you're giving her, you could be taking that energy and giving it to the black girl and start boosting her up so she can start making some money. But y'all so worried about hating on Janelle. Now, my stance definitely still stands. I'm sick of that damn dance. I am. I understand the climate that we're in, the society that we live in. It's a viral, so this is a world that where viral hits, people get famous off of going viral. I get that. And once you do go viral, viral means that you're going to be played over and over and over and over. That's just what it means. So I get that, but I can't lie. I definitely am tired of the dance and I'm tired of the song. And I know a lot of people like the dance. Me personally, I think that the dance is not, I don't think it's anything special. It ain't nothing that anybody can't damn do. It's just a couple leg kicks, bop your head a couple times, turn around a couple times. I don't understand what roll your hips. I don't understand like what is so, because normally when something is goes viral, if somebody's doing something so great, it's because most people can't do it. And so that person sticks out because most people can't do it. So we know that that's not the reason why she's sticking out, because that dance is not being done. That dance that she's doing is not one that most people can do. It's very simple steps. You just got need a little bit of rhythm. That's it. And then not only that, but we've actually seen other people do the dance better than her. So that leads us to believe that there is an ulterior reason as to why she's the one in the spotlight. Now, you can use your imagination. Me personally, I feel like she's in the spotlight because she's racially ambiguous. Could I be wrong? Maybe, but I don't think I am. If I am wrong, it'll be the biggest damn coincidence. Excuse me, coincidence. Hey, Harmony. She's not, you know what? She's not a TikToker. She's just somebody that was doing the dance. It was recorded and she went viral from that recording. Ever since then, she's been getting booked. She's been making a lot of money from it. And she's really blown, her social media platforms have blown up behind it. So she's gained a lot of success just from doing that dance. So let me play a little bit more of what the baddest blogger, Gerald Jackson.
Mad at Janelle. She getting checks on the road from those that support her, and she getting checks from the haters on Facebook. Now we're gonna talk about it tonight. Now I'm gonna need y'all to call in. Somebody gonna have to tell me. Now we're gonna get to all the other stuff on why we talking about her tonight. But I need to
He cute too, ain't he? Ain't he kind of cute, y'all?
know why y'all hating on this fine, this beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful lady. Why is y'all hating on this girl and y'all ain't over there supporting Tiana? Y'all not in over there supporting Miss Page, and that's even embarrassing. The fact it'll be something different if y'all coming over here to raise hell all over the internet, and then y'all over there with as many comments that y'all are hating on. And you know what? Let me just reach way down tonight to see if I can pick some of y'all up. If having haters and you ain't did a damn thing, this is what it looked like. Y'all hating on this girl for no reason. Y'all thought I was gonna drag her. No. I just need her to drop that price down a little bit for me for this video, man. That's all I need. Just drop the price down, and it ain't none of y'all business how much she charged me. All right. I need you to come down on that price a little bit. Now I'm gonna help you out tonight, Janelle. Now I ain't gonna be able to help you out too much. Okay. Because I understand when you go through stuff in your life and the Lord, see, some of y'all right now need a miracle. You need a right now miracle. You need a miracle right now. You need God to do something for you. You need Him to turn your situation around right now. You need some money. You need a job, a call for an interview. And if the Lord, that's, you story. So y'all stick around, okay? They was ready to
my God, I didn't have sound for all of that time. Okay, whoop, let me rewind. So what I was saying was, I think that he's a very intelligent guy, and I understand what he's saying. But I think that what the problem is that most people are annoyed by Janelle, so they're not using their common sense because he didn't say anything that was wrong. Right. But I think that the issue possibly, and this is me being fair, Sherell may have an issue with him. I think maybe it's not true because it seems as if during this particular live stream, he totally kind of like jumped over like the meat of the topic. So we get that it's not Janelle's fault that she's been put in the spotlight. But what about the meat of the situation? The meat of the situation is that there is a systemic issue going on here. And that issue is that Black people are responsible for a lot of popular and viral trends. Black people are responsible for a lot of fashion, a lot of music that we don't get credit for. And we create these things, but we are not able to profit off of these things. That is the meat of the conversation. I would really love to hear his thoughts and opinions on that. While my sound was out, what I was saying was I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan at all, but I have to admit I was extremely proud just as to be a member of the Black community when she won that country music album because and I don't think she's the best singer, to be honest with you. I don't think that she's the best country music singer. I think she's a great performer. I definitely think there are other Black people, women that sing country music that probably should have won, but it's okay because Beyonce was the chosen one to win, so that's fine. Like for instance, K. Michelle, she's she has a beautiful voice. Especially, I don't know if you guys have ever heard K. Michelle sing country music, but the girl is talented. So, but anyway, back on track. What I was saying was, I was proud that Beyonce won because country music has been dominated by white people. And what's funny is that country music was not created by white people. It was created by Africans, Black people. Black African people introduced the country music to America. Black people introduced one of the first instruments that was used in country music to America, to white people. That instrument is called the banjo. The banjo is the top most popular instrument used in country music, or used to be used in country music. Line dancing, created by African people. If you look at if you go on YouTube and look at some of the traditional African dances that are done by black Africans, you'll see the similarities between those cultural dances and line dancing. We are the originators. We are the creators. So when people quote unquote hate on Janelle, they may be hating on her, but the anger is misplaced. And so the meat of the conversation needs to be had so that people can even educate people. Why are you mad at Janelle? Why do you feel like Janelle disturbs your spirit? Why do you feel like she doesn't deserve to get $6,000 a show? Let's get into the meat of the conversation. There was also this point. Let me see. Hold on. Let's play this.
Keep on stepping. If like Anna, Ira, and the money gonna be priced, hey, we want you to come at this price. Go viral, just like old girl going around here talking about can't get no coochie out the coochie. I guess it's gonna look and you me.
Hold on.
No, that's why y'all ain't booking her. I don't understand this fake outrage and this black and white stuff. Y'all want to make this Carmelo Anthony shit.
I want to help him understand it. I really, really do. This is nothing to do with hey dog, what you chewing on over there? What's that? What's that? I'm talking to my dog, y'all. I would love to have a conversation with this guy. I really, really would, because his stance is not incorrect at all. But I would love to just go deeper into why people have these feelings. And sometimes it's subconscious. Sometimes some people may be annoyed by Janelle and not even understand why they annoyed by Janelle. Okay. So I would love to have like a deeper conversation about that, because yes, Black people are wrong for being angry with Janelle. Absolutely. However, let's get into why we feel that way. And let's work together as people, working on how we can get past those feelings and how we can do better to improve our communities without needing the acceptance, the approval, and a platform from a white person. Let's create our own platforms. Let's make ourselves go viral. He made a really good point when he said, y'all not even paying attention to the originator of the dance, but you hating on her. Let's work on what's wrong within our own community. So let's do that. So that's what I really wanted to say. Okay. Also, you guys. So, oh, thank you, Chandrika. Loved it. Thank you so much. Let me pull him down. Oh, what I wanted to say, I couldn't find where he said it, but he said something that I consider might be a bit triggering.
Black and white. Oh, instead of about right and wrong, I'm about right and wrong. That's the first check you get, and she said it loud and hey, like Janelle.
Well, well, I can't find it, but he was basically saying, why y'all hating on this beautiful, gorgeous, fine woman, Janelle? And I'm like, okay, he may not even know why he's saying that, but I feel that he was saying it to be shady, because let's be for real. The reason why most people don't like Janelle is because of her aesthetic. Okay? So instead of like throwing shade or rubbing it in, let's get down to the get down. Okay? Let's get down to why people feel this way when it comes to women with that aesthetic, and when they do become more successful than women with a more Afrocentric phenotype. Let's get into the conversation. That's all I'm saying. Let me ask y'all, let me type this in real quick. Hold on. Where is it at? What's his name? Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, real quick before I get off, I want to introduce this story to you all that I just randomly saw on social media. So there's this guy named Tyler Chase Butler. Okay, so he was arrested recently for pew-pewing at a group of teenagers, and actually he ended up unaliving one of them. Okay, and just listen to this story. And then we're gonna come back maybe later on tonight, maybe tomorrow, and talk about it. But again, his name is Tyler Chase Butler. He was arrested on several charges, including second-degree unaliving in the unaliving of teenager Michael Bosworth Jr. Now, Virginia teenagers said they were recording a ding-dong ditch prank for a TikTok video when a homeowner opened fire, unaliving an 18-year-old boy. The homeowner, whose name is Tyler Chase Butler, I'm going to show you guys his picture in a minute, was arrested on charges of second-degree unaliving, malicious wounding, and use of a firearm in the commission of a felony in the unaliving of Michael Bosworth Jr. It's not clear whether Butler has an attorney. The pew-pewing happened around 3 a.m. Saturday, the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office said in a news release. Deputies were sent to the home near Mackenzie Lane in Washington, D.C. suburb following a call for a residential burglary in process in which a resident had fired shots. Bosworth and another person had gunshot wounds, and the sheriff's office said. Bosworth was taken to the hospital where he tragically passed away from his injuries. The other person, a juvenile, was treated and released. A third juvenile with them was unharmed, authorities said. Butler, who is 27 years old, told investigators that he believed the teens were trying to break into his home. According to a search warrant affidavit obtained by NBC News, one of the teens told detectives that they were recording ding-dong ditch pranks for a TikTok video in which they ring people's doorbells and then run away. The teen said that they had been to multiple of the homes in the neighborhood and that he was not familiar with the area. The juvenile stated that they had run to hide. The juvenile said as they were running from a residence, he and his friends were fired at by Tyler. The other teen gave a similar account and told detectives he had a video on his phone of them doing the prank earlier that day, according to the affidavit. Bosworth was a senior at Mesoponex High School. He was unalive hours before his senior prom. School counselors will be on site at the event to provide support as needed. I'm not going to read the rest of that because that's just talking about how the other students at the school are going to be helped emotionally with losing one of their classmates. So let me pull up his picture really quick just to show you guys what he looks like. Where's his picture? So this is him right here. He's 27 years old. His name again is Tyler Chase Butler. 27 years old. Ended up unaliving an 18-year-old high school student. He was arrested and charged with second-degree unaliving. Now I know he has to go through the process of going to trial and everything like that. But it also says that he was charged with several other things, and the articles do not go into what exactly he was charged with. And I'm curious to know what those other charges were, because if his defense was he's at his home, his own property, these are people that are coming onto his property, kicking and knocking at his door and running away. He is saying that he thought that somebody was trying to break into his home and he started shooting. So I feel like it's a tragedy that 18-year-old lost their life. But this is where we are in society when it comes to social media. We have to learn to separate it from real life. Some of this stuff, these pranks, these TikTok videos are very dangerous. And you have to know, what's a good time to do that stuff and what's not. When it's safe to do that stuff and when it's not. But to be kicking at a complete stranger's door was very dangerous, and it was irresponsible. And I know they're teenagers, but it unfortunately was their fault. And I'm interested in seeing what's going to end up, what his fate is going to be, what Tyler Chase Butler's fate is going to be, because I think that he has a pretty good defense. If I'm in my own home and somebody's kicking and some white teenagers how was he supposed to know they were teenagers doing a TikTok video? All he knows is he could have just woke up and somebody's it sounded like they're trying to kick his door down. And so he fired shots to protect his home. So I don't think that he deserves to be in jail unless there's further details that have not been released yet that we don't know about. So I just wanted to introduce that story to you. I am going to talk about the 3 officers that were acquitted in Tennessee. I believe it was Tennessee. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on that, because actually I just talked about that the other day, and they had not been acquitted yet. And it's crazy that I was just talking about that story because I was saying how Black people have to realize that regardless of what agency you work for, or how much money you have, you're still Black. And there's certain things that you can do and certain things that you can't do, no matter what your status in society is or what type of job title that you hold. So if I'm being honest, I am very shocked that they were acquitted. But what I will say, Nikki, is that I don't believe that they would have been acquitted if they would have unalived a white man. I really don't. I think that the fact that they unalived a Black man is the reason that they were acquitted. And I think that it really speaks on, it's not so much the fact that the officers were Black. It had more to do with the victim. If the victim was a little white girl or a young white girl or a young white boy, they asses would be in prison. It shows that the judicial system in the United States of America do not value us as people. Our lives do not matter to them. Because when you look at all of the evidence laid out in that case, what they did to that man was totally unacceptable and uncalled for. Not only that, but they took pictures of it. They took pictures of the scene and they distributed the picture. And I know they say the officers were acquitted, but I have to look further into the details because I know they were facing more than one charge. They were facing several charges, and one of those charges was uh, digital transmission of evidence or something like that because the picture of the crime scene was taken by one of the officers. So I'll talk more about that story. Matter of fact, why not? I mean, I could come live for a couple minutes tonight and talk about that. So thanks for kicking in with me, y'all. I gotta go because really I'm taking a break and I gotta go pick my kids up. But thanks for kicking with me. I had fun with y'all. Thank you for everybody that donated. I didn't reach my goal today, but that's okay. I don't expect to reach my goal every day. So the people that sent me something, I appreciate it. And I also appreciate the cash apps. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate your views. And I appreciate y'all because without y'all, there is no upper echelon channel because then I'll be talking to myself. All right, y'all. Peace.